we're going to talk about if ghosts or spirits, whichever you call them, or both if they're different, could interact with people. So that could be talking to them, seeing them, doing investigations, seeing things move, or feeling like the place, like whatever's haunted, there's some kind of interaction. Like, interaction could be some type of communication where they're trying to get something across, or it could be some kind of like physical evidence of a spirit or ghost making something move or making something happen. And I was hoping that people could. Hi, David. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to yell. Um, so what is this? I don't know what's going on. Luckily, oh, thank you very much, David. That's very nice of you. I'm like antisocial, or not antisocial, I don't hang out with a lot of people. Hi, Sean. So, like, people don't really give me compliments because I'm not really around people. But what I was saying, Sean and David, is that if a ghost is interacting, that could be like communication, or it could be something physically moving or something different happening. Interacting could be investigating or looking for a ghost, experiencing hauntings, which try to get your attention, not hauntings where, it's, I forget the word, but where it's a haunting because of a residue of a situation. So, thank you for the thumbs up. I was hoping that people would have an example. I was hoping that people would have an example of a ghost interacting. Ghost interacting could also be attaching or possession, things like that. I have a lot of videos. I have a paranormal playlist where there's interaction, not just evidence, but me interacting with the spirits. And if you're doing an EVP, which is a electronic voice phenomena, um, that is interacting because there's questions being asked, and usually answers. Sean said he's having a beer. Thanks for another thumbs up. So I know that a lot of the other paranormal channels that like jump in the chat, they have a lot of examples, and I was hoping to get other people's examples because I already have mine on video on the channel. There are things I have not posted, but it's like so late and I don't remember, and there's all these extra videos. But anyway, so interacting could be you knock on a door and it knocks back, but somehow there's some kind of action in between you and the spirit, you and the ghost. There is some kind of action. Even it communicating is action. Interacting could be you get touched, or interacting, I would say, could also be feeling chills. Trying to think of other examples, waiting for stories from other people. Sean, do you have any stories about spirit or ghost interacting with you? I don't know if Sean does. Just because I know him doesn't mean I know how he feels about these things or anything like that. I just found out a month and a half ago that he's a skeptic, which kind of, bends my mind. I keep forgetting to make people more moderators and sticking more channels on my channel tab. Oh yeah, so Sean likes to talk about a place that is on a power plant, an abandoned cemetery on a power plant, and the power plant is NRG, the letters NRG, and they have many entrances. This is at the Collins, Collins entrance. Sean Ginger, it was hot that day and it was shivering at times. You were shivering. So that could be the chills. That could be some kind of interaction, you picking up on it. I'm not exactly sure because I think chills are on the edge of that. Hi, Myers Paranormal. So, Myers, we're talking about how interaction could be investigating ghosts or spirits. It could be being touched. It could be hearing a ghost or a ghost physically doing something like moving a cup. Interaction could be, we're talking about like Myers. Do you think Myers Paranormal, that's another channel, Myers Paranormal, do you think that getting the chills is a spirit interacting with you to get the chills? Because I'm not sure what I think about that. And so I have a paranormal playlist that has a lot of interactions. Also, if you feel like you're being followed or watched, I would consider that an interaction. Sean Ginger. Oh, wait. What? One time at Aux Sable, Sean Ginger, I didn't catch all that. Myers Paranormal, I think so. It could be a touch. Hi, Nina. Nina's a good investigator. She likes to get information, facts. Nina Smith had, and she's blonde. Nina Smith had found information for one of my other subscribers, and that is in a community post about a cemetery called Cotton Cemetery, and I couldn't find any information, but she was able to get more information than me. So it was mentioned earlier that, getting shivers, forget what the other things were, is a type of interaction. Myers Paranormal, Sean, that's an interaction. Sean Ginger, 2 minutes later, it turned 360. I don't understand that. I don't understand what the 360 is. Because I know it wasn't that late in the afternoon. What turned 360? A stick? Sean saying some turned 360 and no one was touching it. Oh, there's that, the broom. What broom? The broom. Oh, Myers Paranormal. What broom? You mean the spoon? What? I don't know what you're talking about. There is this video where there's this, I think he's 15-year-old, and he had Pokemon stuff outside of his gravestone, and oh, okay. Myers Paranormal in the chat earlier. Hi, Professional Paranormal Research. That is also another channel. So what was I saying? Oh, and the one with the Pokemon toys, I think it's a short, so it's under a minute. Sean's talking about a broom staying straight on its own. So the one with the Pokemon, it's a kid, and the word Pokemon's in the title with the gravestone. Professional Paranormal Research says hi to everyone. There was a spoon that moved, and I never noticed it until a subscriber mentioned that the spoon moved in the video, and the spoon was like, the handle of the spoon was jammed in the ground, so the round scoop of the spoon was standing up, and it was sticking out of the ground, and it was moving. So it was not a windy day there either. Nina Smith, you found out there was cholera outbreak in the 1850s in my area. Oh, wow, that's crazy. I don't remember if it was Nina Smith, but somebody in my Spirit Talker chats, we think that there may have been a hospital or a doctor in this location where I'm at. I also know that Nina Smith had said maybe people think they're buried here because there's been a lot of comments about dig here, find my body, things like that. She said maybe they died here, like a doctor's office or something, or maybe a hospital. A lot of people had died here, but maybe they don't realize they weren't buried here. So I'm not sure. But guess what? I'm not coughing, David. Oh, I hope I don't jinx myself. So there was that spoon that moved with that cemetery video that has the Pokemon word in it that on my channel. And actually, if you have watched my channel for a while, or if you come to learn about my channel, Myers Paranormal, in one of our latest videos at Langston Cemetery, I caught a spirit attaching itself toy while on SLS cam. Oh, thanks, Professional Paranormal Research said live stream. They also do a lot of videos. Nina Smith, it's sad, but if they passed in the winter, they may have been kept in a basement till they could dig graves. That makes sense, Nina. Nina Smith is so smart. Hi, Adam Link. So Myers was talking about you caught a spirit attaching itself to a toy while on SLS cam. So SLS is a program that senses joint movements. It does not show you your fingers, and it does not show the head. The first joint starts somewhere, or the shoulders. So, and it connects the joints to basically shape a human body. If you have a spirit that's too close to a person, like you have a person on the SLS, so you'll see the person's joints and the green lines. And if you're next to a spirit and the spirit's like really close to you, it will actually join a green line between you and the spirit. So it that's just what happens when you get close to one. So they said, okay, wait a second, Adam. Oh, hi, Adam Link is from the United Kingdom. To your wife. Oh my God, Myers Paranormal. You said Myers Paranormal, one of your latest videos at Langston Cemetery, caught a spirit attaching itself to my wife on the SLS cam. That's crazy. Adam Link, I was in a haunted place once, only lasted 5 minutes before I ran out. Myers Paranormal, it was on her shoulders, weighing her down. Oh my God. Myers Paranormal. So how did I find out about SLS? There was this group, these two guys who wanted to explore like these underground like caves kind of, but it was a structure that people had used, or they turned the cave tunnels into some kind of structure. Adam Link, because my friends were tapped me on the shoulder and I thought it was a ghost. Ha ha ha. Oh, Adam Link was talking about being in a haunted place and the friends tapping his shoulder is a prank. The video I was watching had to do with them being in some kind of like underground cave tunnels, something like that. And they got really deep into it, and they had professional like physical equipment with the SLS. And one of them had like a bright light, like from a camera or something. And so the one with the bright light you could see. And then there was the guy holding the camera. Well, he was filming the guy with the light, and there was two SLS spirits, and one was like grabbing at the light, like it didn't like the light on, like it wanted the light off. So then I investigated, like, how can I get SLS? Well, the equipment's too expensive for me. So I did find on Android SLS program. Myers Paranormal, the catacombs in England is the craziest place ever. Yes. It's definitely a trip. It's almost like going into the Bermuda Triangle, you know. Are you going to get out or are you going to come back? Adam Link, I got to go to Michael Jackson Old House and Neverland Ranch. Outside the gate, I left a card for him too. Oh, that's so sweet. Myers Paranormal said they use Ghost Tube SLS. Yeah, that I use the Ghost Tube SLS. I don't have money for the like real equipment. Sean Ginger, the place I lost my sandals, I felt chills there too. Well, yeah, you must have been chilly without shoes. Sean had lost one shoe in the cemetery, and then later on had lost his other shoe in the cemetery. So he was kind of like having issues. If you don't have shoes on in a cemetery, you know, you could be stepping on pine cones, little branches. Hi, Monique. Adam Link, because I have a Michael Jackson photo of him all over my house. Huge fan. Me, his brothers, Jermaine, Tito, Randy, and when they went in the tour in the UK. Myers Paranormal, the spirit passing close to you will give you chills. Monique says hi to everyone. So Myers Paranormal said the spirit passing close to you will give you chills. Yes, getting chills is a interesting experience, and you definitely notice it, especially if it's warm out or if it's like extreme, like even if it's cold, like getting the chills, like you notice it. Adam Link, I love paranormal stuff. I have a paranormal playlist on my channel. There, if you go on my channel tab that says channels, there's other channels, and also there's Ghost Watchers Northwest. That's not on that list. The professional paranormal. Oh gosh. Professional paranormal research not on that list yet, but they're also paranormal. Myers Paranormal is paranormal. Bluegrass Paranormal. There's all kinds of them. Every now and then, Harry the Graveyard Man comes on. He's been doing like nonstop videos. Adam Link, have you ever been to the Neverland Ranch before? No, I haven't, but I think every song that Michael Jackson ever wrote is a good song. All his lyrics are good. The music is good. And Michael Jackson never had a failure. So, well, I mean, he may have had failures in his life, but there's nothing. Okay, I don't care about what people have said about other things. When I'm coming to his music, everything was good every single time. So, I do like Michael Jackson. I don't have any pictures of him. But I do appreciate and like his music. He's a very good artist and has very good music videos. Oh yeah, Sean, Nina's been here the whole time. Oh my god, I have 7 thumbs up. Thank you. So Adam Link's been telling us cool stories. Adam Link, nobody could touch him on what he did with music, and nobody could dance like that either. David Jones, I'm more of an Elvis for me. David Jones, Elvis was a beautiful man, and he had a very good voice, and nothing he did was a failure either, even though he died in the way he died. I don't think he was ever a failure. Adam Link, I love to meet Elvis. Yeah, I wish. He was super passionate. He died too young. But I haven't been to his grave either. I don't know where it's at. I mean, I know that there's like Graceland, but I don't know if he's buried there. Not sure. Adam Link, I met Dwayne Johnson. He's a sweet man, the wrestler. Dwayne Johnson is The Rock. They call him The Rock. He's in a lot of movies. Adam Link said that he's a nice person. Probably Sean Ginger met him as well, met Dwayne Johnson as well. Listen, the only wrestler that I met was another cemetery video called Cemetery Views. And the guy who does that channel used to wrestle. David Jones, shame the daughter died. Oh, wow. Everett was Cemetery Views, wrestled, and almost became a professional, or was a professional wrestler, but didn't pursue it long enough to become famous. Oh, wow, you met... Sean said he met someone 3 weeks before he died, but I'm not sure what that was about. Thank you for the thumbs up. So ghosts interacting. Yeah, there's been a couple of people in chat. I'm repeating what they say that talked about ghosts or spirits interacting with them. And Myers Paranormal talked about one of their videos that a spirit tried to attach to his wife because it's a husband and wife team. David Jones, Lisa Presley. Oh, yeah, right? I forgot about that. Adam Link, how can you tell if your house is haunted or not? Can you get somebody to come see if it is? Adam Link, if you get people to come see if it's haunted, you can, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be more than one person. Do you want more than one person walking and treading around in your house, in your property? They're going to ask to access places you may not want them to access, like a bedroom or a den or, a private area where maybe you have a safe or something. If you ask them to come over, you don't know how professional they are. They could just be testing the waters, not know their equipment well, or not really done it professionally. I would imagine that you could contact like some kind of group, like paranormal group, but still, do you want them in your business? Myers Paranormal, just feel your house. You can tell, and you can demand something to leave for if a spirit's in your house or it's haunted. The safest bet is to have a priest. But I don't know about now, but like 10 years ago, it was a known thing that if you have a priest come to your house or things like that, you either have to give them money or tip them for doing what they're doing. It's not fair to have the priest do it for free just because they're a priest. Adam Link, I think it might be an old man who passed away 6 years ago. Myers Paranormal, salt and sage burning helps. So Myers Paranormal is talking about using supplies and things to clear the air. David Jones, very true, Myers. You could use holy water, whatever you want. Prayer. A lot of people don't have things, but they'll use prayer to protect themselves or clear the air or take care of a haunting. So I had a few paranormal experiences with another cemetery channel and the videos are on my channel. Myers Paranormal for cleansing the house, house that would be haunted. The sage and things like that. I'm like, I think my grandma that passed away 6 years ago, it could be her. She lives there too. She lived in there too. Um, I it does not sound like you need someone to clear a ghost out if it's your grandma or if it's just an old man. If you want to be left alone, fine, but you can coexist without causing each other problems. And if you've been around there or you've been in that house many times, or if you live there and you don't really have issues, you're probably not gonna have issues. But I would just be very cautious that if a family member or a friend with communicating with them, that there's probably other things that will try to intervene or communicate as if it's a family member, but it could be something else. So I'd be cautious. Um, just remember, if you're asking someone to go in your house, you're taking away your privacy. David Jones, well, it's 1 a.m. here, so good night. Oh, thank you so much, David Jones. Big heart, David Jones. Meyer Paranormals, I would only cleanse it if it feels malicious, but family members can help you. Yeah, Myers Paranormal is saying if it's a family member, you'd probably be okay. Everybody's saying goodnight to David Jones. He's a big supporter of all the channels, paranormal channels, cemetery channels. Sean Ginger, my grandpa just died, and he was a big fan of Duck. We need to go to Sean's grandfather's and leave something there or do something. Maybe we'll just like go have lunch there or something. To pay respect because we haven't done it yet. So that's kind of a private thing that Sean would have to talk about. David Jones, 12 a.m., but good night all. David Jones, have a good night and thank you. Sean Ginger, and it's been seeing a lot of night, David. Sean, I don't understand what you're saying at all. So Ghost Watchers Northwest also has been doing a lot of things with paranormal. Every single video on Ghost Watchers Northwest, they have paranormal evidence. None of their videos don't have evidence. Boy ducks. Okay, that's cool. Mary's Paranormal putting a photo and a memory on the shelf or something's like a memorial. Yes, it is. So, basically, there's different ways to have interaction with ghosts and spirits. I think like the most common thing is, wait a second, Adam Link, how long you been doing paranormal stuff now? Or if you don't mind me asking, I was originally born completely 100% psychic, and I could tell the future, tell you what was different about people. I remember as early as 4. So I had to deal with paranormal stuff for a while. Myers Paranormal, I like Los Muertos, the Spanish holiday. Okay, that's cool. Then I think I was 8 or 9, and my father introduced me to a Ouija board, which I was forced to do. If I did not do the Ouija board, he would literally beat the crap out of me, beat me bloody. I got caught throwing the Ouija board in a dumpster once, and that was a severe punishment. So there's a lot of paranormal, and that Ouija board. Oh yeah, Adam Link said he would never do that. The Ouija board, listen to this. My mother was murdered when I was 12. And Myers Paranormal never did the Ouija board. So evil. My mother was murdered when I was 12. Adam Link, I heard bad crap from the board. And when I was 8 or 9, my dad was using the Ouija board, especially to communicate about what was going on with, his wife that was leaving him. So anyway, a spirit came out and told my father, I was forced to do the board, but the spirit was talking to my father, said, "You killed me." This is trippy. My father is a person of interest for my mother's death. But so either I feel like my father's done it more than once, or that was, me predicting the future through spirits. Oh, yeah, Harry the Graveyard Man. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Harry the Graveyard Man, I literally said your name earlier in this video, and I was saying you're just pumping video after video. I get so many notifications. I'm like, dang, Harry Graveyard Man's spending that gas money. Harry the Graveyard Man's been doing all kinds of cool videos. I think I've seen one every day. I haven't watched one every day, but I've seen the notifications, and I have watched some. Don't comment on all the videos. If I'm just watching something and doing something else, I'm not going to comment on the video because it'll just play another video on YouTube, and I'd have to look at my history and hit all videos again. I comment on the videos when I'm sitting there with the phone and not have the phone where I can see it. Not watching it like a TV, basically. I can't see the chat. It doesn't make any sense. Harry the Graveyard Man. Yeah, I spend the gas. Harry the Graveyard Man spends his own money for his channel. And I don't know if Adam Link is still on here. But Harry the Graveyard Man, Adam Link was asking, about paranormal things. So if you want to say you've seen a ghost, you heard a ghost, or you believe in the paranormal, do or not, would help Adam Link figure out these answers. Myers Paranormal. I love doing investigations. They're so fun. Every video I've seen of Myers Paranormal has evidence. Yeah, Adam Link's still there. Okay. Oh, wow. Thank you for everybody watching. Harry the Graveyard Man, I have been touched by a few. So Harry the Graveyard Man has had interactions with spirits. There's going to be people watching this video later that have no clue about this stuff, or maybe they don't even believe it. So it's good to get a census of how many people are in chat that experience it. Myers Paranormal Spirit touched my hand. Oh, wow, that's neat. Adam Link, oh man, so they're true that there's ghosts. Yeah, there's ghosts. Myers Paranormal almost says they were holding it. Wow, that's neat. Myers Paranormal's hand was touched like it was being held by somebody. Yeah, so oh yeah, there is ghosts. Here's the thing about ghosts. Sean Jr. said ghosts are real. Here's the thing about ghosts. They do not have authority over any kind of property, over anything physical in this world. Myers Paranormal, they don't have any authority of property. Myers Paranormal, I was next to a child's grave. Oh, wow, that's neat. So it's if they're in your house giving you a hard time, they don't have authority to physically be in that house. You can have them removed or ask them to move, leave, or have somebody ask them to leave or remove them because they don't have authority to be there. The house, the property, the ground, the dirt, everything about this physical reality, they have no authority of. So you can go about your day and there's probably a lot of spirits around you, probably all the time. I imagine there's at least one spirit around you here and there throughout your day, and it's not affecting you in that way. And you need to remember, they don't have authority over you as a physical person. They don't have authority over you as a soul. It's just the way it is. They don't have authority. The only person that can have authority is the ownership, or you. Myers Paranormal, there's a lot of spirits that are bad who want you to think they're demons, but they're just being malicious. Myers Paranormal is crazy because on my spirit talkers in the morning, they say, oh, the devil's here, demons, this, that, whatever. And Nina Smith was telling me, hey, Rachel, I think that it's a grouchy or a moody ghost saying those things to scare me. So Nina Smith said the same thing you're talking about. Sean Ginger, that property, did you feel anything walking around in there? Not sure what property. Are you asking Myers Paranormal or me? I'm not sure. Harry the Graveyard Man. Once where my wife works, there was they will toss crackers at you. No way. I can't get this chat back up. So weird. I don't know how to use this yet. Harry the Graveyard Man. They would toss crackers at you. We call it Casper, lovable character. That's so cool, Harry the Graveyard Man. Nina Smith, I still think it's that. Nina Smith still thinks it's a grouchy ghost, not the devil. Sean Ginger, next to Oxable, yes, there was demons inside it. Myers Paranormal, a demon will never tell you they're demons if you'll be affected much differently. You be affected much differently. The cold, evil feeling, that sulfur smell. Well, maybe you're gifted because not everybody can smell a demon. Not everybody can smell like different spirits. But it is good to give people the awareness. Hey, if you smell sulfur out of the blue, it could possibly be a demon. So it's good to get people's information. Like seriously, the way that books describe what a werewolf smells like is true. Myers Paranormal, the sulfur smell is from the pit of hell. Okay. Myers Paranormal saying that sulfur smells from where they come from, which is hell. And Harry the Graveyard Man, demons are cold with no heart. Harry the Graveyard Man has a cemetery channel. Myers Paranormal, it's described in the Bible. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I have not read the Bible all the way through. I would rather somebody like read me the Bible or help me figure it out. It's very I like to watch a lot of channels where people are talking about it. Because it's very hard to understand reading it by myself on my own. I would have to read it 10 times for me to understand whatever about it. So thank you for everybody that's watching. So there's different ways and different things to tell if it's other things. Oh, about the werewolf smell. I had read what the werewolf smell smelled like a year ago, but I knew what it smelled like 20 years ago. Harry the Graveyard Man, demons are fallen angels. All I know is that demons are not actually like Satan or Lucifer, so that's a separate thing. Lucifer and Satan is a separate entity, but they very well could be all fallen angels. Myers Paranormal, the Warrens spoke of sulfur smell. Talking about the sulfur smell from the demons, from the pits of hell. Forgot what I was gonna say, but interaction. Sean Ginger was asking me about Aux Sable, and I outside the front of Aux Sable was 1 year was a demon made out of fire that was peeking around a gravestone, which is in some of my videos. It's also the photos are posted in my community posts. And there was a demon inside the groundkeeper's building that scared me away. It was a video where it said Gates of Hell taking complaints. And like I cussed holy shit when I was running out of the building. Like before I was standing up all the way, when I had bent over, I was already like freaked out and getting scared by this thing. We couldn't see it on camera. So there was a lot of ghost interaction out in that way. That whole cemetery has a lot of interaction. When I documented the orbs that move in the cemetery, if you're driving in it, the left side of the cemetery had a lot of red, orange orbs. The right side, which is the newer side, had a lot of white orbs. And it sure seems to be that it is split a little bit. But there are secret societies on each side. But the side on the left is the old graves. I don't think they bury anybody new over there because I don't think anybody wants a plot over there. Thank you for the thumbs up. So the orb thing, I went in on outside the cemetery on top of a hill. It's brighter because when you go down the hill, thank you for the thumbs up. If you go to the bottom of the hill, it's a wooded area and it's much darker. So I was down there at 10 o'clock. Let me tell you, it's creepy. There's only one way in and one way out. And I was just like driving around, holding the camera up outside the window, filming stuff, but I had to focus on where it was because it was so dark. So I was just filming. And later when I looked at the video, you could see the white orbs and you could see the red orbs. And in the video or the pictures or whatever it was taken, you could see it like tracers, like moving like a falling star where there's a tracer, or where airplane goes by and there's like a cloud tracer. There was tracers in the way that these orbs were moving. So that, Sean, that's another thing that happened in that area as well. But Sean knows a lot of that. He's been down there with me quite a few times. Another way that the spirits interact down there is using animals to communicate. If you go down there right time of year, there's these swarms of butterflies, and I've never seen swarms of butterflies in my life except for on that property. And so you could be standing there, near the road or something. It has to be near the road. It's not in the cemetery. It's near the road. These swarms of butterflies will come around you. And also another thing that I noticed there is that they communicate through the birds. Sean Ginger, the butterflies were crazy. Yeah, Sean was there for the swarms of butterflies. I've never seen that in my life. But I did see one time something crazy. I was driving, and I've never seen this in my life before, and not since. I was driving in the middle of a cornfield. I think it was Illinois, not Indiana. And then all of a sudden, like, there was like a million dragonflies, like, in the middle of the cornfield. And it was so thick of dragonflies that I was afraid of the dragonflies getting squished on the window as I was driving through them. Sean Ginger, so many of them were just swirling you. That's because I attract butterflies. I have a lot of butterfly videos. I have a lot of butterfly photos. A lot of places I go, they just come to me. But I think that's spirits. But there's also a moth out here. I forget the name. I need to look it up. But it's connected with spirits as well. And basically, if you encounter one, it means that a spirit's trying to contact you. And I got hit by one having a window open driving during dusk, which is not quite dark and it's not quite light. Myers Paranormal. My mother loved cardinals. Every once in a while, one would land. I think it's her. That's neat. Yeah, people have like spirit animals that they use to communicate. So that is another type of communication, is through animals. Sean Ginger, ladybugs. My mother-in-law loves ladybugs. Myers Paranormal. Are you speaking of the death moth? No, there's no skull on the back of this one. Nina Smith, that's beautiful. Myers Paranormal. There's no skull on the back. This moth is literally like the size of a small bird. And the reason why one hit me through the window was because it was dusk. It was not all the way light and not all the way dark. It was in between, or people would call it twilight. Harry the Graveyard Man, just trying to document all the cemeteries I can before I become a spirit. See you later. Love you. Have a good night, Harry the Graveyard Man. And I would suggest anybody to subscribe to his channel. He's been keeping up with those videos, bringing them out constantly. Everybody's saying goodnight to Harry. The moth wakes up at dusk, and so it's half asleep. And what happens is all the moths come out into the middle of the road, or not the middle of the road. They're just out. They're in the trees and everywhere. But there's like these thick clouds of these moths, and they're like the size of small birds, and they're half asleep because they just woke up, and they don't wake up until they get food in their system. And it's wherever mouth that's like that. I'm in Illinois, which is the Midwest part of the country. And I don't know what part of Illinois I'm in. I don't know if they consider it central or not, or whatever. But it's not quite Chicago. So there's been quite a few people in chat. Why am I repeating chat? Because a lot of people won't actually read the chat when they're watching this video later. And also, if people are watching more than one live, they'll get familiar with me saying, hey, it's Sean. Hey, it's Nina. Hey, it's, Myers Paranormal, or whoever. Now, I had said earlier that Harry the Graveyard Man comes on here sometimes, and he did. He came on for a little bit, telling us some stories. So there's been good stories on here. I think we covered a lot of different ways of communication. Professional Paranormal Research something was on, and so is Myers Paranormal. Myers Paranormal, I love Lost and Hidden Cemeteries. Yeah, Myers Paranormal did a series. I don't remember how many videos. Was it 11 or 13 video for, what was the name of the series? Some hidden places, hidden in plain sight. I don't know if that was 11 cemeteries or 13. Myers Paranormal did Hidden in Plain Sight, which is cemeteries that, are kind of abandoned or just like not well noticed. Myers Paranormal, 16 videos, cemeteries hidden in plain sight. So it was a lot more than I thought. 16 cemetery videos. A lot of people will not go out of their way on cemetery channels to look for abandoned places because there's so many like tourist attraction cemeteries and things like that, or really haunted cemeteries. So they will use their channel to focus on other things. Sean Ginger, we're in the northeast region of Illinois. Okay. I'm in an okay area of Illinois. I would not live in Chicago or a city like that, like the rural area. Nina Smith absolutely loved the old hidden cemeteries. Yes. Nina Smith also watches other channels that watch this channel. So she sees haunted places and cemeteries. I feel like Nina Smith has had a lot of experiences. That's just my impression. And I also feel like Nina Smith is smart and is interested, inquisitive person. A lot of people won't, lift a finger to be inquisitive at all, or, they don't understand what that is. Nina Smith, I have thanks. Oh, yeah. Another interaction is a spirit, and I'm not trying to say this right after you, Nina, but another interaction with a spirit could be feeling like something's, having sex with you, or touching you in a way, or all of a sudden you feel excited in a certain area of your house all the time. So another interaction could be a spirit having a crush on you, a spirit being in love with you. And that's another thing I wanted to say in another video is people who do paranormal research should also research and look into the jinn, Jinn. They possess a lot. They're tricksters. Myers Paranormal, the experiences we have had over the years is why we started the channel. I believe that Myers Paranormal said Myers Paranormal is a married couple. I believe that the wife said that her father was a preacher in a church. So I'm not sure if it was on her side or not. We'll see what they say. So I appreciate all the views, everybody watching. If you're just now seeing this or came at a certain point, please watch it from the beginning. Also, there are a lot of people in chat because I'm repeating the chat for those who do not have the chat window open watching this video again. Tell last stories. Myers Paranormal. My father was. So Stephen's father was the preacher. Her father was not even close. Laugh out loud, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah. So Stephen's father was a preacher, and now him and his wife do a paranormal channel called Myers Paranormal, Myers. And it's interesting to see someone do paranormal investigations with the heavy influence of any kind of religion. A lot of religions say you should just leave the dead alone, that it's not your business to talk or deal with them at all. So, but I feel like we had a good chat. I'm impressed with people's stories. Harry the Graveyard Man also gave some examples and stories about his experiences. I did not really get into a lot of my stories, but I did answer questions that Sean asked about haunted places, and answered some questions that I forget his name, Adam something had said. Trying to see. Can't find it. Harry Graver. Adam Link asked a lot of questions. We got time. We got time for what, Sean? Let's hear them. Well, you could give an example, Sean, but the video is like almost at an hour. I don't want to have a video much longer than that, Sean. If everybody wants to start saying goodnight, and I appreciate the views, the thumbs up, and the supporting channels and people in chat. 2 nights. It helps people. It could be somebody in another country that's never heard of this stuff and they just happen to come across the video. And for the other channels, people could be watching this that end up your subscribers. Oh, yeah. Myers Paranormal said this live was great. Thank you so much. I hope that see you and your wife do more videos soon. Much love, guys. Good night from Myers Paranormal. Nina Smith, good night, everyone. See you later, Rachel. Have a good night. Thank you, Nina Smith. Sean Ginger, good night, everyone. See you all next time. So everybody's saying good night, and we'll have a new interesting topic in a few days, maybe sooner. And there may be quizzes coming out in the community posts. Usually have something to do with the next video. I usually bring up how many people voted for what and how many votes there were. That's not a secret. So have a good night, everybody.